Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant. Today we are at the next topic, that is Rook versus Pawns, and again we have got a very interesting case here. We have discussed several positions with the motive of how Rook should perform against two pawns and how the two pawns can outpower the Rook. Maybe I am going to do just few more lessons. Maybe this could be the last one of Rook versus two pawns. Let us see an interesting case. Here again multiple patterns or themes emerge. Some of them which we discussed already, but there is mix-up of various elements. In the game, let us see what happens. This is a game from a Great Britain Championship, and here black played the move King F4. Most obvious one, the king is heading to G2 and the pawn wants to go H3, H2. And as we discussed, the change of head or the change of leader is taking place. The H pawn wants to become the leader. Instantly, H3 is what black wants. So now firstly, white gets chance to get his king closer. King on D4, white can use the move Rook F8 whenever required. So king heads to F3, Rook F8 check, Kg2, and here white played the very important move King E3. Now the problem is that as soon as H3 comes, we have used this method before. White will play Rook H8 and touch the pawn which is behind. So this is what happened in the game. Black didn't play H2 because after King F4, we have discussed this tail hook method before. The game is drawn. So black tries King H2, and now again white has to be very careful. If he plays Kf3, then after G2 we see the change of leader coming up. This time the rook is not well placed. So after Rook G8, G1 queens, Rook takes G1, K takes G1, and white falls one move short. Kg3 is met by H2 and the pawn promotes. But white instead of Kf3 again goes with the move Rook G8, and here we see there is nothing that black can do. Black played G2, King F2, Kh1, and white just waits. Or G7, H2, and after Rook G2 it's a stalemate. And the game ended in a draw this way. So we understood few points, what mistake black had made. Let's see what black should have done. Often when advancing the king to help his own passed pawns, the king should try to obstruct the opponent's king, which is we call shouldering. This king doesn't allow the enemy king. See, D3 and the D4 squares are snatched. But here there is a tactical point that black is trying to use, which comes from some other theoretical or a study-like position. After the move Rook G4, we'll consider Rook G4 soon. If black just waits, let's say Rook G7, then comes Kf3. Now we have the previous position with king already on F3, Kd3, H3. Very important move. If black plays Kg2, then after Ke3 we will have the same position like the previous one. After H3, Rook H7. So H3 is played. Now what will happen? In order to drive this king, white will have to play Rook F7 check. And after Kg2 you can see that now the rook is not behind any of the passers. So after the move Ke3, H2, Rook H7, he is simply falling a move short. H1 queens, Rook H1, Kh1, Kf3, and G2. So the point to be noted was rook had to be behind one of the passed pawns. So that leaves us with the only other line, Rook G4 check. Perhaps black must have missed this idea, because after Kf3, Rook H4, G2, it looks like Rook H3 draws. But see, this we have already discussed before. We use the going downstairs method, not Kg4 because of Rook H8 drawn. So first King F4, forcing RH4, again Kg5 render because Rook H8 drawn. So once again King F5, Rook H5 check, King F6, and after Rook H6 check, the king covers all the squares from where the rook would have come behind. So G7, G8 both are covered, rook cannot come behind, and the G pawn would have queened. But unfortunately, black couldn't find this in the game, and the game ended in a draw. I hope you are finding these lessons useful and instructive. Do let me know in the comments below. Thanks for your time.